Hi, Dr. Marcy here, trying to give you an idea of what I do. So the very basic thing that I do is a consultation where I look at blood work, hopefully from within the last 3 months, but then also blood work over the past couple of years. In fact, this week I've looked at blood work for someone all the way back to, I think what he gave me was all the way back to 2015. I've even had somebody bring me blood work all the way back to 1991, and we found like original issues and started working forward from there. The consultation is a 90-minute appointment where beforehand I have put all of your blood work into a graph and highlighted the parts that I think we need to talk about and why we need to talk about them. And then I've also sent you a couple of questionnaires, had you fill those out, and I've graphed those. And we go through those things and talk about why they're important. We go through current medications, supplements as well, and hopefully you've uploaded a spreadsheet of your current meds and supplements to the document section so that I can review them beforehand and we can talk about why you might have started taking them, when you started taking them, whether or not you're cycling them, etc. I take a full history on that 90-minute call because I want to know all the things, because it does play an important part. So even people who were like premature C-section babies, the difference between being breastfed and not breastfed can actually make a difference overall in the immune health, the health of the gut, and also particularly if there was something going on with mom. So like if mom got sick right after you were born, or if mom was a smoker, like all those things actually matter in your current health. And then from there, from that 90-minute consultation, I give you a couple of options. They may be like a self-directed plan where this is what you should do over the next 90 days to help start changing your health. Or it may be an opportunity to work with me in a capacity more one-on-one. I do have 2 programs that are self-directed completely linked in my profile already. So if you're someone who's been thinking about a detox, that's linked in my profile. You can do that on your own. You don't need my help. You don't need a consultation for that. And here's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. Your liver houses a large percent of white blood cells that help your body fight infection and can help improve how your liver is functioning and processing, and actually can help improve symptoms for autoimmune disorders. So that's linked there. And the recommendations for everything you need are in there, and you can do it completely self-directed. The other program that's linked in my profile is actually linked in 3 different steps because it's a much longer program, and it is less restrictive than a lot of other programs for healing from SIBO, because the most important thing that I see going wrong with SIBO is that a lot of people are doing things that are like super restrictive, and long term those restrictions create more problems. I know that's not what people want to hear, but that's actually true. So I don't do anything that's super restrictive for any kind of prolonged period of time, and those 3 different programs are worth taking a look into if you think my biggest problem is SIBO. And while a lot of people may not actually have SIBO, there are a lot of people that have something going on in the gut that is not correct, and that is leading to a fair number of health disorders. We know that when we fix the terrain in the gut, we can fix a lot of other issues and make them less symptomatic. But if you're someone who's started something before and not finished it because you weren't getting the results you wanted, or you weren't sure if something was normal and you weren't sure that something was happening correctly, or you just want some guidance, sorry, there's a bee crawling on me, then you would be someone who wants to sign up for the consultation and think about working with me one-on-one. Today is August 24th, and September 1st, I am raising my prices. So if you're thinking, I want to get into a one-on-one program sooner rather than later, because I'd rather pay the current prices rather than the new prices, I would book that consultation soon. And that link is also in my profile. It's the one that bounces.